Well, hey gang, clearly just kidding. Did not need this backpack. I did not pack it up for a joke though. We were actually ready for going into Torrance Barrens, which is a dark sky preserve. But unfortunately, there's really bad weather moving in, anywhere from 12 to 20 inches of snow. And because it is a dark sky preserve, it means it's isolated. And in the wintertime, very few people actually camp there. So we would have taken the risk of being isolated without cell phone service, without access to other people and aid. So we just said, you know what, to heck with it, as we're doing a solo one, just me and Luna this trip. So sorry for the joke, but now it's time to get camp set up, and we'll see you soon. Get close. you go. Up. What's that? Come. Nice. Well, howdy gang. We are actually in the tent fairly early. It's about 5:19 and it is cold out there now. Last time I checked it was minus 10 degrees Celsius, so I'll figure that out and put a comment in the video for Fahrenheit. But that is cold. It's below 20 Fahrenheit. And we had planned on maybe having some supper outside, but the weather's just really turned. It's starting to snow. You can hear the wind. It's just really not pleasant, and with the cold and everything else, Luna and I have decided that we're probably just gonna hang out in the tent and do a dinner in here. So we did get some nice things for dinner, which we'll show you in a few minutes. We're at MacGregor Point, which is a provincial park. It's on Lake Huron. It's north of the Pinery on Lake Huron, and in my opinion, a nicer park. The spaces are a lot more private. As you'll see from the video that we did here, you can check out the last video that we did on the Pinery, and depending on how you're watching it, it may not be the last. I could have been two back, but at any rate, those spaces there, although it's nice in the winter because there's no people, beautiful beach, as you can see in the video. Here is more of that wilderness, wooded kind of experience and feeling. So we're just going to settle in here for a bit. We did get the fire going. It's really incredible just how much it improves the heat in here. And I've got a new toy, which I showed a little bit of the video earlier. But this fan right here, somebody had mentioned this online. I decided to check one out for myself, and it essentially just blows the hot air down. And in the summertime, circulates the air more so that, you know, it's less stuffy. So it does have a remote control. I don't know if I remembered it. It doesn't really matter. But you can turn it on with the power button here. And it's going. Yeah, it's really crazy. Even at this low setting, I can feel just how much wind it's actually giving off. So really cool. I'll put a link in the description. Tested the battery, ran for over 14 hours when I did a test. So once it's charged, it's reliable, and at least for the day. And if you need to use it again for the next day, then you can, you know, simply charge it and get it going. So pretty happy with this. Gonna hang that now so it actually does its job. All right, and we'll see you guys in a little bit. Well, let's see how these dumplings taste. I was going to go for a steak. I did buy one, but we are in bear country, and I think I'm tempting fate enough with these dumplings. I'm cooking in this tent, let alone a steak. And it's too cold outside. We've got these, and let's give one a go. Oh, delicious. They come with their own sauce. Just steam them. Lovely. Wow. Yeah, that's one of the things about camping in the winter, which is definitely much more challenging than in the summer, is cooking meals. And I've said this in other videos, that simple is best. So the thing I like about a dumpling is it kind of has everything. It has the, you know, the outer crust, almost like a pasta. And then inside, this one's pork and shiitake mushrooms. Aren't we fancy? And just very easy, one pot. And to save on dishes, as you can see. I mean, I've been eating in the plastic container that they came in, so very simple, very lovely dinner. I'll camp at night, and I do like how these guy lines and all of the reflective material that's on this tent. Could not be happier with this. This is the Dune 7.6, and I do have a video in which I give kind of first impressions and also a pretty thorough overview from the last trip. So go ahead and check that one out. Let me know what you think. For me personally, could not be more happy with the tent, and Luna likes it too. As you can see from how we've set things up inside, very easy to get, you know, 2 full-size cots in there. Plus I have the configuration for the fire on a stand. Keep it up, and just better for the chimney. Less stable, I know, but I do have it tied down. But you can see all that space in there. For 2 people, they do say 3 to 4. I would never, ever in the winter put 3 people in here. 2 people for sure, comfortably. Maybe 4 people in the summer. It does have an inner, which comes with it as well. So like I said, check out that video. Just a stunning, beautiful, cold night out here tonight. Lovely. Well, hey gang, we're crawling up on the end of the day, and it's been, although not a long afternoon, we didn't actually get a hike in this afternoon. I wish I could have, but we'll definitely get one in tomorrow and squeeze it in. Great day this afternoon, very cold, and as I mentioned at the beginning of the video, we ended up here because of the bad weather, right? And bad weather when you're in a group in a community is a lot safer, because if anything happens, you know, you can be rescued or helped, or you can do the same for somebody else, you know, if someone else needs help. So I prefer when I know that the forecast is really bad, to make sure that I'm in a place where there's other campers. I also don't have a GPS locator, which is something I may get down the road. I don't really do a lot of true backcountry camping. I'd like to get some on my radar. And typically when I have been out very remote, my brother-in-law and we get out together, and most of the time we've had cell reception. Although I hear Starlink is soon going to be able to give everybody access on their cell phones no matter where you are, which would be very, very cool. I'm sure Garmin's not happy about it, but how cool would that be? No matter how remote you were, you'd actually be able to just turn on your cell phone and use it. And from what I was reading, you don't need any special gear. It just has to be a more modern phone capable of LTE, I think. And that would be so cool, just to be able to use your phone like literally anywhere on planet Earth. No extra, gear required like locators or anything. So wow, I have no idea what it's going to cost, and I'm sure it'll cost something. But anyways, just kind of neat to see how technology innovates to help us camp safer, etc. And as some of you know, I'm in the AI business. So and my day job, GoWest.ai, we work with businesses and help them build AI into their business strategies. It helped plan this trip. Actually, I call it butcher tourism. I love finding new butchers and trying out the different cuts of meat that they have from local farmers. And I use ChatGPT to help plan that along the way to find the butchers. And the thing I like about it is, unlike Googling, quote unquote, it puts everything all together in one answer. You don't have to keep scrolling through item after item after item after item to figure out which ones are the best. And then you can talk with it back and forth. Say, that's not really my style. I'm looking for something that's a little more, grain-fed, a little more, AAA cut or whatever. It'll actually narrow down your options, based on those kind of preferences. Just crazy. So anyways, you can check out my website, gowest.ai, and see what I do there if you want. And definitely start using some, AI to help plan your camping trips. Can't say enough good things about it, especially compared to the old ways of doing it. I'm not going to be that much longer. Luna and I are definitely going to hit the sack early. We had an early morning to get out here. They say it's a 4-hour drive from where I live, but with stopping and weather and everything else, it's closer to 6. So we got here pretty late, set up pretty late. Had a great afternoon. Nice dinner, which you've probably seen already. But definitely time to catch some Z's and get ready for the morning. So stay with us, and we'll see you very soon. Good night, gang.